Hello, good evening everyone. Welcome to Food Talk TV. My name is Taylor Rose. I am also known as the Mustard Queen. You can find me over at Ketchupisgarbage anywhere. And today is my weekly cooking show with Food Talk TV, which I do every Thursday at 7 Central right here. Today I'm kind of feeling a little spicy, so I am going to be doing a honeydew spicy salad, a spicy honeydew salad. That will be something I'm doing. I was also really wanting to do something with these pretzel rolls that I had left over from 4th of July, and my first thought, I have shrimp, I have crab. I'm gonna make a shrimp and crab roll, kind of Maine style. Lobster roll, except for with shrimp and crab, because that's what I got. We work with what we got. I'm also gonna be making an herby barbecue sauce that's gonna be really, ooh, I turned on the wrong burner, sorry. I'm also gonna be making an herby mustard barbecue sauce, and that's gonna be incorporated into a cabbage slaw I'm doing. So I'm gonna get started. But first, let's work on the barbecue sauce, because whenever I'm making condiments, I like those things to settle first. So let's get that started. Now, I'm not even doing a whole ton of cooking anyway, so it's not even a big deal if I focus on the condiments first. Yeah. Y'all, welcome in. I'm getting these ingredients first. And now, whenever I'm making a mustard barbecue sauce, my ratios are pretty much the same when I do it. It's going to be 2 parts yellow mustard or Dijon mustard. Dijon mustard works really well for a mustard barbecue sauce. It's going to be 2 parts of mustard, 1 part sweetener, and then 1 part acid. Whatever sweetener you want, whatever acid you want. And then at that point, you just add whatever seasonings you want, and then we go from there. So you can really build on just that basic ratio right there of 2 parts mustard, 1 part sweetener, 1 part acid. That's your mustard barbecue sauce right there. And then you just add from there. So I have Plockman's Yellow. Love them. I have so many different mustards, and I made a mustard barbecue sauce on my page because I do a lot of mustard related things on my page. And I made a mustard barbecue sauce, and I thought I emptied out all of my yellows, and then I found this full Plockman's mustard, which is perfect. So I really appreciate having that on hand. Woo. But I did this last week when I was doing my 4th of July cookout for my show. I did do a cabbage slaw. It was a red cabbage slaw, and I did do a mustard barbecue sauce kind of base, but I already had the mustard barbecue sauce, so I didn't get to show you how to make it. So we're going to show you how to make it there. So this is, I don't know, about a 1/4 cup. I am terrible at eyeballing, but I do know 2 parts mustard, 1 part acid, 1 part sweetener. So we can at least build off from there, and then you can also just taste as you go. So if you like a sweeter sauce, add more sweetener. That's how you taste and adjust. And then for this one, oh yeah, I think I also want to do some lemon in here too, because it will be part of that. No, you know what? I'll do apple cider vinegar and that. So, and now this is also going to be the dressing for my slaw. So even though that's my base for my mustard barbecue sauce that I'm thinking of, I am also going to be adding a little bit more citrus, a little bit more acid, just to make this, because for my meal it is going to be a mayo-based shrimp and crab roll that I'll be doing. It will be a mayo-based, so I want something tangy, I want something acidic, I want something that will complement that. So, of course, whenever we're using citrus, we want to get some of the zest before we do anything with it, because free flavor. Even if I'm not using all of it, I'll at least store it. Y'all, welcome in. Please tap those screens. It makes me feel good. Y'all don't want me to sit here not feeling good about myself, do you? Ugh. I don't know. Maybe some of y'all do. That's neither here nor there. Trolls exist. Y'all, welcome in. Welcome in. I have so many friends in here. Welcome. Y'all, if you were just scrolling through, welcome to Food Talk TV. We do live cooking content every single day. There's a different creator on every single day. Except this week, I'm doing a double header because I'm also going to be on tomorrow night. So if you're not a fan of me, then tonight and tomorrow, not your thing. But the rest of the week, there's going to be different creators with different styles of cooking. So yeah, be sure you're giving us a follow and hit the bell, so that way you're alerted when we go live, because we go multiple times a day. So even if, you know, you're typically not available at this time of day, then we have a bunch of morning shifts. Like at 7 a.m., we have Red Wagon Bakery on Wednesdays. On Wednesday, she's at 7 a.m. So if you're an early bird and you like baking, that's a great show to tune into. Alrighty. We also have 10 a.m. with Bobby, Yorkshire Indian. If you like Indian food and you're up early on Saturdays, yes. I think. Oh yeah, and then Arts, she does creative food so much on Mondays at 9:30 a.m. So you should check that out. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. My boss would like that. Y'all, welcome in. If you are in here, please let me know what state you're from, what city you're in. I'm very curious about how far this is reaching. I'm getting some lemon juice ready. Hello, love the hearts. I'm not baking. I am making, right now I'm working on a mustard barbecue sauce. Y'all, if you're unfamiliar with me or my content, I'm Taylor Rose. I'm also known as the Mustard Queen on this app. You can literally just search Mustard Queen, you'll find me. Or Ketchup is Garbage. Do I have a dog? I don't have a dog and I don't have kids. I do have one cat and I have a husband. Oh, yeah. I love these juicers. Especially when I need a lot of lemon juice. And I have a few things with lemon juice today, so. We got Toledo, Ohio. Ooh, we got someone from Vancouver. That's all, wow. I don't think I've ever read Canada on my page. That's awesome. Of course, it's very easy, like when you're making content in the U.S. to only attract U.S.-centric things, but all right. Woo. Hi from Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Ooh, nice. I've always wanted to visit New Mexico. Beautiful. Beautiful state. So, and now for my mustard barbecue sauce, you know, I'm gonna take that lid off so I don't even bother with the seeds. It looks like there's some little seedlings in here, so I'm just gonna strain a little bit. Now when I'm making my mustard barbecue sauce, I do 2 parts yellow mustard, or 2 parts any mustard, really your favorite mustard, then 1 part acid and 1 part sweetener. This is going to be part of my cabbage sauce, so I am adding a little extra acid. All right. Sweetener. Oh yeah. Got my little bit of brown sugar in here. Honey, agave, whatever you got, whatever you want. Your call. And I do have a recipe on this on my page where for my acid, I use the brine from pickled jalapenos, and that's really good too. You can get crazy with your acid. But this is kind of going to be basic. I'm going to season it. I do want to add some herbs though, because I do want this to be an herby cabbage slaw. See if that's acidic enough. Do want like a little bit more of that. Little portion of a seed popped off. Oh, come on. I don't have an eggshell to pick you out. There we go. Yeah. And of course, now is when I will taste and adjust for salt, pepper, and then I will also be adding my herbs. I never like telling people in my recipes, we'll add a little lemon zest too to make sure we get some lemon. I never like telling people the amount of salt to use because I like a lot more salt than most people do. Salt, salt, salt. Pepper, pepper, pepper. Where's my pepper, pepper, pepper? Oh dear. I thought, oh, there we go. Thought I had all my stuff organized today, but this was hidden behind my studio lights. And of course, a little hot sauce never hurt anyone in one of these guys either. But the purpose of my slaw is to be something kind of crisp and refreshing compared to my kind of mayonnaise-y based shrimp and crab roll I'll be making. Y'all, please be tapping the screens. It does help Al Gore with his rhythm. Wonderful. Have some parsley here. It's seen better days, but we'll use it while it still has time left, right? But this is parsley. Y'all, let me know what you're cooking for dinner tonight. I'm doing a show on FoodtokTV tomorrow as well, and I'm not quite sure what I'm making yet, so I would love some inspiration. Please tell me what you're making for dinner, or lunch, or breakfast. I have been known to make breakfast for my dinner lives, because brunch is definitely one of my favorite meals of the day. That is in my way. This may be a bit too much parsley for me, but I'll save some for the side for something else. But I do want all those nice green flecks in there so that way people know this is herby before I even have to say anything. We can do it. We can stand for another chop, don't you think? Chop, chop. Chop, chop it. I'll save a little in case I need something for something else, but I don't think I'm using parsley elsewhere. It's a lot of restaurants I've worked at in the past, they'll just use parsley as a garnish for things. Oh man, it drove me nuts, this steakhouse that I worked at, right? Where typically dried parsley is used as a garnish. You do get some of the fresh flavor from this parsley, but this steakhouse would order in fresh parsley and would actually make someone spend an hour slicing and chopping all the parsley to where it was super, super fine, and then would dry it out in the expo window. And it drove me nuts, because wouldn't it be cheaper just to purchase, you know, already dried parsley? Wouldn't that be the way to go? But you know what? It wasn't my restaurant, so I mean, I didn't get a say. Swedish meatballs. Nice. And spaghetti. Both solid plans. Solid plans. Hello, welcome in, y'all. Throwing in some time because I got plenty for this show. Because it's my show that I do on Thursdays at 7 Central every single week. Welcome in, y'all. Be sure you're following Food Talk TV because we do live cooking content every single day. All sorts of different creators. We are a collaboration of creators. You can even go to our website and check out all the recipes that we've done. You can search for certain ingredients that you want just to see, and then you can even look at those episodes up on our YouTube. So that's pretty neat. I just love chives. Y'all, if you have a garden and you don't grow chives and you like chives, you absolutely should, because I planted chive seeds in my garden 1 year and they have been coming back every single year for like, how long ago did we grow those? Like 8 or 9 years ago? Yeah. It's been something ridiculous, but we still get them every single year. And one thing that's really cool about chives is when they grow, they also have flowers that are like bright pink flowers. And what we'll do is we'll pick those flowers, we'll pick them, we'll clean them really well, and then we'll soak them in vinegar, and it becomes this bright pink vinegar. Hold on, let me show y'all this vinegar, what I'm talking about. Yeah. I still haven't strained this one, but it becomes a bright pink vinegar. It was just white distilled vinegar with the chive flower soaked in. I should set this out so I remember to strain it so I have chive flower vinegar. But that is definitely an ingredient I brag about having because I am better than you for owning it. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, but yeah, no. It's cool. It's cool. So if you have a garden and you're able to grow chives, you could probably even grow them in a pot. I don't know about them coming back every year, though, if you did that. You're making some mustard barbecue? Yes, you absolutely should. If you weren't here for my kind of description on what I do for mine, it's the 2 parts mustard. I typically do yellow or a flavored yellow mustard, and then 1 part acid, 1 part sugar, and you just build up on that. But I love mustard barbecue sauce. You can find me on my pages, Ketchup is Garbage, so obviously that's not what I use as my base. Vinegar-based sauces are really good too. So we got parsley, we got thyme, we got chives, we got some oregano, just making it very, very herby. Very, very herby. So that's where I'm at here. I also added additional lemon juice as opposed to my typical ratio that I just talked about, because this is going to be part of my slaw, part of my cabbage slaw that I'll be doing. So, and so from here, whenever I'm doing this, a lot of times I like the flavors to melt. Let me... Okay. Adding some things. I'm going to add some cayenne because I do like some heat. Hot sauce works as well. And I do love mustard binders on my stuff too. I use mustard binders all the time. And y'all, if you follow Food Talk TV at all, you might know that Cooking with Kunchi is also on with us. He's on Tuesdays at 3 Central, and he is kind of well known for being against the whole mustard binder. So that's kind of a little joke we have where we joke about, you know, who's correct on this matter. I think I need a little bit more salt too. Yeah. Which, I mean, I'm not going to diss ketchup being a starter for a barbecue sauce, because eventually you're adding so much stuff to where you don't even recognize the flavor of ketchup anymore, but it's like, why? I added a ton of acid to this, and then mustard is already pretty acidic, so I'm going to add a little bit more brown sugar. And then, now that I'm done with this, I have this little pot. I'm going to bring y'all over here. I have a little pot of water that's just simmering over here. The water is not very tall. It's just going to be just enough for me to raise on here. And the reason why I'm cooking like this for my mustards, first of all, mustard, you don't want to cook it in anything that isn't you want to cook it in a non-reactive pan. Now this is stainless steel. Not all the time I'm working with stainless steel. And plus, like, when I'm cooking it like this, there's not going to be any direct contact, so I'm not going to have to worry about that really weird skin. And then also the flavor of mustard is really volatile, meaning it evaporates easily, and I like the flavor of mustard. So I'm going to, like, gently let this cook, and that will be part of that. And meanwhile, I got to kind of work on the shrimp, because I am going to be doing a shrimp and crab roll here. So I just have a pot of water. I haven't even started. It's about 3/4 of the way to the top. I haven't even started any heat or anything to this, but I will be poaching my shrimp in here. And ooh, I'm just going to throw in some of this parsley I had left over, because I'm going to be adding aromatics to this. I'm going to add some peppercorns. Bloop. Of course, this is all optional. You can just poach your shrimp in some water and be fine. I even thought about poaching it in butter, but that would be more closely to a Connecticut style roll rather than a Maine style roll, which is what I'm going for. The Maine style roll is going to be the cold roll. The Connecticut roll is going to be the hot buttery roll. And I also am throwing a smoosh of garlic in there. Bay leaf. Ooh, and then I also, do I have a lemon? A lemon. I'm going to add my lemon in here. I don't even care about the seeds though, because I'm not going to be doing anything to this water right here. So I'm not going to be eating any of these aromatics. They're just flavoring things. Mark, hello there. How are you? Oh, this is just canned crab. This is like no big deal kind of crab. Like, don't fret on the crab here. I'm in Tennessee. I am not out here crab fishing? Crabbing? What do they call that? Hello, Maria. Nice to see you again. It was so nice to have you in my personal life today. It was fun. So, at this point, I am bringing this to a rapid boil. I'm going to wait for it to come, or I'm going to let it rapid boil. I actually forgot I did not devein my shrimp yet, and I usually do that. So we'll do that while we're waiting for this to come to a boil. Because once we have gotten the shrimp, or once this will boil, and then I'm going to turn it off and let it come to a still. I'm going to add my shrimp, and then I'm going to add a lid and let it cook for like 4 to 5 minutes. I'm going to get some gloves. Just 'cause. Oh man, yes. If I had blue crab, like y'all, I didn't even get the lump crab meat when it came to the can, you know. I just got the regular white because I'm just cutting my shrimp with it because I am kind of a dum-dum, and I made a bunch of shrimp and I only left 5 left in the bag. Like, who does that? What am I supposed to use that 5 shrimp for? Oh yeah, why don't I cut up some crab? Hey, before I get into this, hold on just a second. I will be right back. Oh, excuse me. And we are back. Welcome back in, y'all. I'm gonna drink some water over here. I'm just gonna get some of this little vein out. I'm trying to keep the shell on though because I will be poaching these shrimp and I want them to cook in the shell so I get that little extra flavor in there. But I also, now there are people that don't think it's such a big deal not to remove the vein. There are people that think it's not a big deal when it's cooked. Like when you're eating cooked shrimp, a lot of people think it's not a big deal, but if you're eating it cold, I think that is. But I would prefer to remove it because that's me. So, you can't, I've seen it before where they sell it deveined and with the shell on. That's where I need to throw my money at. Y'all, welcome in, welcome in. Y'all, sorry for the disruption there. I had technical difficulties. It happens sometimes here on Food Talk TV, but it's okay. We just carry on because we've been going live every single day for over 3 years now. We're pretty close to the 4-year mark of going live every single day. Y'all, so welcome in, welcome in. And the reason why I'm doing this dish today, I'm doing a shrimp and crab roll. And I'm kind of doing a Maine style lobster roll, but with shrimp and crab because I only had 5 shrimp because what monster leaves 5 shrimp in the bag? What monster does that? Me. I'm the monster. It's me. All right. Oh yeah. Carrying the strong like the mad woman I am. Yeah. Y'all, welcome in. If you're just scrolling through, welcome to Food Talk TV. We do live cooking content every single day. Be sure you're giving us a follow. We do have different creators on every single day. Tomorrow, I am actually subbing for Jesse. Jesse is Mr. Crown Royal. He's on Fridays at 6:30 Central every Friday, but it's his wedding anniversary, so he will not be with us. So good for him. He needs to be celebrating that. Anniversaries are awesome. Y'all, welcome in, welcome in. Please be tapping the screens. It makes me feel good. So, my shrimp, good to go. That happened a lot quicker. So I'm going to bring my pot to a rapid boil. As I was saying a second ago, let's check this out over here. I have my pot coming close to a boil here. I have some aromatics here. I have half a lemon that I squeezed the juice in. There's some parsley. I crushed a garlic, left it in the clove, threw a bay leaf in there. We're gonna let that bay leaf get in there. I'm gonna grab my lid. I'm gonna bring it up to a rapid boil. So it's on high heat right now. And then as soon as it's coming to a rapid boil, I'm gonna turn off the heat completely, let it stop. Then I'll throw in my shrimp, about 4 minutes or so. So yes, y'all, thank you so much for tapping those screens. Let's get me to 1K. Let's make me feel good, y'all, please. And then also over here, I have my mustard barbecue sauce. I added a bunch more lemon juice than what I typically add, but I'm gonna be doing this for my cabbage salad. Or not cabbage salad, it's a slaw. It's a slaw, but I will be doing a salad soon, and I'm super excited about it. I'm gonna be doing a spicy honeydew melon salad. And this is kind of an experience for me, something I'm trying out, but I just couldn't get it off my mind. My husband bought a honeydew melon. I don't know why he did. I think we've only had it in our house one other time. Because what else do you do with honeydew other than just cut it up and eat it, right? But I decided I'm gonna try to make a savory, spicy kind of salad. So y'all, welcome in, thank you. So we're going to let it go, let it go. All right, let's head up on over here, and I'll keep my shrimp over here until it's ready to go. Y'all, thank you so much for being here with me on Thursdays, which I am every Thursday at 7 Central. I'm just over here washing my hands. Get this cleaned up. Thank you so much for the taps. I appreciate you. Let's get this back on over. We're done with the shrimp. Oh, I need to get a glove for my mandolin. And y'all, anytime I am cooking or cutting with a mandolin, I always use a glove or some sort of protection on my hand. Even if you feel confident, even if you feel like no matter what, you're not gonna go down to the end of that. I've seen it happen. It's terrible, it's ugly, it's brutal. But I'm gonna turn off. I'm gonna let this sit over here to this side. But it cooked for quite a few minutes. And so I feel like it got all those flavors to meld together. Anytime you cook mustard at all, it's gonna take some of those harsh flavors out. So, hey, how are ya? Welcome in, y'all. I do have a couple of things I need to use my mandolin for. Let's start with the cabbage. Also need, I think I'm only gonna use half a head of cabbage for this. If you're a fermenter, these are really great to use at the top to like weigh it down. Thank you so much for the taps. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tapping is my love language, so thank you. Y'all, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome back, y'all. Thank you for joining. Whew. I think I'm just going to use half of it and save the other half for later. Oh, I will chop this on the mandolin, but I want to show you this coming to a rapid boil over here because I'm about to poach this shrimp. Rapid boil, we're going to turn off the heat. We're gonna wait for you to stop. Quit being dramatic. Come on. Come on. I have some aromatics in here. There's a half a lemon that I squeezed the juice into that's in here. Some garlic, some peppercorns. There's a bay leaf in here. We're just gonna poach this for 4 minutes-ish. We'll see. We'll see how pink these shrimps can get. These scramps. Wow. No, it's really taking its time cooling down. Dang, I really thought it'd be there. Maybe in 1 minute when I'm actually in here cutting the cabbage, that's when it's gonna be ready to go. But no use in wasting time watching water not boil. Y'all, thank you so much. Please comment. If you're not talking, you're stalking. It makes me feel weird talking to myself. Please interact with me. I'm very interactive as a person. Sometimes, but today especially. Oh yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna save these 2 leaves for my roll. Yeah. Usually I would like a butter lettuce or a romaine or something to go onto my, this is a shrimp and crab roll. It's not gonna be a lobster roll, and typically I would like one of those. However, I got cabbage, so that's what I'm using. Use what you got, right? It decided. Hello there, Becky. Hello, hello. I am making a shrimp and crab roll. I'm also working on a cabbage slaw. Why did I think that was coming to a stop? Probably because it got quiet all of a sudden. But I want it to be still. I want it to be sitting before I add the shrimp to it. Because we're just letting this hot water cook it. We don't want it to be boiling at all. Now I have seen other methods, and something I do want to try sometime soon, where you put the shrimp in there while the water is cold, and then you slowly let it come up to temperature, and then that also works. This just feels like an easier method though. Alright, come on, be still, my beating heart. Be still. Be still. Okay. Yeah, no, sorry guys, I keep getting excited. But it's nice to tell y'all what's going on. So I also have this cabbage slaw that I'm working on that I'm using a mustard barbecue sauce. I did kind of do mustard barbecue sauce over here. 2 parts mustard, 1 part acid, 1 part sweetener. Add some seasonings to it. I added a bunch of herbs to mine. And then I also added a little extra lemon juice since this will be my cabbage slaw. Y'all, welcome in. Thank you so much. If you're just joining, welcome to Food Talk TV. We do live cooking content every single day. We have different creators on every single day. We are a collaboration of creators that like to go live and just contribute to the account. You can check out our website where we have all sorts of recipes. I already have my recipe up for my shrimp and crab roll, and then coming up I have a spicy honeydew salad. So those are already up. I haven't even started. Wow, I am finagling this. Probably need some room to breathe. Shove it in there. Shove it, shove it, shove it, shove it, shove it. Yes, and this is why we also use the glove, because sometimes we can get aggressive with this, okay? So that's why we use the glove, y'all. Alrighty. I love the mandolin. Just rinsing out my mandolin real quick. Okay, things are starting to settle over here. I think it's almost done. I think I have time to do a jalapeno real quick. Hey guys, what does an angry pepper do? It gets jalapeno face. Jalapeno face. Oh, I didn't even pull out a jalapeno. I was about to say there might be a possibility I don't have it. Wouldn't that be funny if, like... No, it wouldn't be funny if that was like the basis for my recipe. What am I talking about? And then I need a garbage bowl. Gets jalapeno face. Now this is going to be part of my... What is it? It's going to be part of my honeydew salad. Man, I should have kept it whole before doing that. Whatever. I'll use a knife. I got knife skills. Kind of. Sort of. Yes, but this will be part of my spicy honeydew salad. And I'm excited about that. This is really an experiment for me. I had a honeydew melon that I had to do something with. Wasn't sure what. I'll de-seed one of them. Wasn't sure what to do with it. Other than, you know, cube it up and eat it. That's typically what people do with honeydew melons. Just cube it up and eat it. However, I wanted to be adventurous. I wanted to have fun. I wanted to do something that was just a little out of the ordinary. And that, it is a big jalapeno. Thank you for noticing. Okay. My scraper. Scraper, no scrapey. We'll save that for the salad. And now I have a very still water here that just stopped boiling. This was at a very, very rapid boil, and then we just waited for everything to settle and quit being so dramatic. And so I'm going to be adding my shrimp. Plop, plop. Lid. Timer. And now we wait. Y'all, please tap the screens. It really does help. Makes me feel less weird about cooking. Which, I mean, why should cooking make anyone feel weird? It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. I'm just wanting attention, y'all. I do have this recipe posted, but last second I decided I wanted to add some radishes to it because a bunch of the stuff I'm adding is just very green, which is not a problem to have a green salad, but it doesn't hurt to have a pop of color. And plus my husband loves radishes. And radishes, they're in the same plant family as mustard. I'm the mustard queen, so I'm obsessed with mustard. And they are in the same plant family. So that little peppery bite that you get out of radishes, that's a defense mechanism for the plant. And these are already washed, by the way. But it's a defense mechanism for the plant, basically trying to prevent itself from being eaten. And so that's the same, like, what that flavor of mustard is. It's the same reason that broccoli is bitter and cauliflower is bitter and Brussels sprouts are bitter. It's because, you know, it's the plant trying to tell animals, hey, I'm too bitter, I'm probably toxic, please don't eat me. But, joke's on them, animals have evolved. And you know what? Those vegetables evolved. But they have actually engineered Brussels sprouts to be less bitter. So if you used to hate them like decades ago, but then suddenly love them, that's it. My last thing before I put away the mandolin, because it makes my husband nervous ever since we had a friend come over here and, you know, have problems with it. So, but I do love the mandolin. I love having the nice even shapes of things. Oh yeah, thank you all so much for joining. Please tap to the screens. Whoop. All right. Thank you all so much for being here with me. That's... Come on. That'll be fine. I have plenty of shallot for it. I love a little bit of shallot, especially when it's shaved like this, or red onion shaved on a salad like that. The shaving is perfect. It gets a perfect bite. It really does. Got like a minute or so left. Oh, I gotta get an ice bath for these shrimp. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Hustle. Hustle, hustle, hustle. I love just pushing that and getting both the water and the shrimp, but I don't know. They're starting to look pink. I don't want, nothing's worse than, oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. They are perfectly cooked. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's why we did kind of a slow cook with that. They weren't in boiling water or anything. And we're not taking the aromatics with them. We're just taking the shrimp. The aromatics are going to go in the garbage. Hey, FTTV creators, welcome in. Y'all, if you are looking to go live or have an interest in joining a creator network, FTTV is who I work for. They're amazing people. Some of my best friends work for them. Thank you, timer. Already got it. Already got it. Already got it. Alrighty. I just pulled this out of the dishwasher so it's warm. I'm just going to rinse it cold real quick. So I'm over here doing that. Y'all, please be tapping the screens. Just help me. Helps my feelings, y'all. Now I also got to put together my little shrimp and crab salad that I will be putting on my little rolls as well. Excited about that. I got some of these pretzel buns I will be doing for my shrimp and crab rolls. I'm excited. Alrighty. Which eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I do want the white and the green for this, but I think I'm going to use the green as more garnishy. Okay, bye Sophia, it's okay. No, I mean, I feel like I'm more organized actually, but teach their own. And by the way, if you don't like the way I'm cooking, that doesn't mean you're not going to like Food Talk TV at all. Just because we do have different creators that go on every single day. And so it's okay if you don't like me. And honestly, if I was everyone's cup of tea, that would make me super anxious because people would want to talk to me all the time. I like having my space. Red Wagon Bakery, hello there. Welcome in. Y'all, if you're not following Red Wagon Bakery, she's on Food Talk TV Wednesdays at 7 a.m. Central. Does a lot of baking. She made some amazing raspberry scones last time she was on. Love her baking. She's helped me out in some baking situations before, so be sure to give her a follow. Voice of Sky is in here. Hello there. Okay, thinking about what I want. Ooh, I'm also going to be doing more lemon. I do have some zest from earlier. About like a tablespoon or so of lemon juice, whatever we got. I never measure out my lemon juice. You know, definitely not bothered by that comment, but I don't like dead time. Would y'all prefer I just stand and wait for things and have dead time and have segmented? I'm genuinely curious, because I don't like having dead time. That's a genuine curiosity for me, so if I'm doing something wrong, I would love to fix it. Because if you're not self-improving, then what the heck are you doing here on this planet, right? I'm going to give y'all a better angle of what I got going on here, because I just added some of my green onions, some lemon juice. I'm going to do like 2 tablespoons or so of mayo. I'm actually using Kewpie. I love Kewpie. It is made with egg yolks rather than the entire egg typically, and a lot of times there's dashi involved, which is going to be an umami broth that's added to that. And of course we got to add mustard. I'm actually out of Dijon right now, y'all. I put in my recipe I wanted Dijon for this, but of course I'm going to go back to Old Faithful Cuban style. I'm going to rinse that off. This is a Plockman's mustard. Whew. It's Plockman's yellow mustard, and then there's herbs, there's spices, there's garlic, there is... oh, and white wine in here. And so this is always my cooking mustard. I really was wanting to do a Dijon, but I weirdly enough don't have an actual Dijon on hand right now, which is so weird for the mustard queen. So weird. So weird. Got my green onion. And I did want to add some celery to this. I'm going to grab my celery. Which, whenever I have time to prep my celery, I always store it in a jar like this or in some sort of cold water, because I've had this for a really long time, but it's still crisp and fresh in here. I double checked before I even called that, but it's still crisp and fresh, and I actually had saved this celery from when it was like limpy celery, added it to some cold water, and it firmed right up. So that is how you should definitely be storing your celery. That's how I did it when I was a brunch bartender. I used to work a lot of brunches as a bartender, and that's definitely how we stored our celery, because of course whenever Bloody Mary people came in, it wasn't always everyone was ordering Bloody Marys left and right. It would either be we were serving a ton of Bloody Marys or we were serving no Bloody Marys. Hey Paul, thank you. Robin, you're amazing. Thank you. Y'all, thank you. Thank you guys. I was genuinely asking. I'm not like being a little butthurt over here because, you know, not being Little Miss Butthurt. I can be Little Miss Butthurt if that gets more views. No, I'm kidding. Oh man, y'all, have you seen the protein drama? Like with people sending this one dude their protein bars, and then he'll do the sampling of them and he'll just rip them apart. There was one of them that was a $5 one, and then the second one was a $16 one. And they sent it to a guy that is known for reviewing protein bars, and he's very honest about it because that's what he does on his page. And then after he reviewed it and said, why are you charging $16 for a protein bar? Or why are you charging $5 for a protein bar? The $16 one was essentially lard. But then these owners would come back and just start being like, whoa. This isn't made for people like you. It's made for people who want quality. And then it's like, why'd you send it to the dude then? Why'd you send it? No. That's not what I'm doing or like trying to say. It's just, I just genuinely want to grow and be better, because I've been doing Food Talk TV shows every Thursday at 7 Central for a little over a year now. And, you know, sometimes I don't care about being better. Sometimes I just care about getting dinner on the table. Ooh, I added a ton of lemon juice to that. So I'm going to be going crazy with the Kewpie. Yeah. I think that would do it. That'll do. Well, you know what? I'm actually wanting a little bit more thickness from here. Just because I do have canned crab. That is what I'm doing. So I do have to drain that, but there will be moisture from that. So watery AF, huh? I got parsley on hand. Why not add a little parsley? Not going to help with that, but a little shallot. Just cause I got it. Just cause. A lot of my live cooking that I do on my own page, I'm going to be very much so like, this is what I feel like doing. Okay, I'm definitely adjusting my recipe to make it a 1/4 cup of mayo rather than a couple tablespoons. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. That is a bit more what I'm looking for. And maybe I will go ahead and toss in the rest of this celery that I have. Y'all, if you're just scrolling through Food Talk TV, welcome, welcome, welcome. We do live cooking content every single day with different creators on every single day. So be sure you're giving us a follow and hit that bell button just to, you know, see who's on next. We have a lot of really creative people, all from different backgrounds. And surely there will be someone you like. I'm gonna go drain this crab. Could you watch this to make sure it doesn't do any funny business? Thanks. All right. Just got done crabbing, fishing for crab, crabbing, whatever you, I don't know. What would you call this? I don't know. But anyway, I'm not going with the fancy stuff just because this is going to be a mayo-based salad, so why would I, you know? A little bit of that. I didn't taste it. Always taste, adjust for salt and pepper. Thank you for the heart puffs. Thank you, Voiceless Sky. Thank you, thank you. Love me some pepper, and you know, I did grind this a couple days ago, so that's why I'm adding a little extra, because it's not as fresh as when it's freshly ground. When it's freshly ground, it's going to be a lot more. That, not so much. A little bit of salt. Ooh, let's check on that shrimp too, because we also are adding shrimp to this, because this is going to be a shrimp and crab roll that we're doing. And yeah, they are definitely cold by now. Definitely, definitely, definitely cold. Yeah, perfect. And it's cooked shrimp, and so I don't mind putting it on here. If it was raw, I would not, but I do have a little garbage bowl to the side over here for me to throw my stuff in. And favorite thing Rachel Ray ever taught me, you know? If you know, you know. Hey, Marie Ma, hello. Dill Boy, thank you. Hi there. And you know, the reason why I decided to do this is because I had ordered, what was it? Or I didn't order, I had made a bunch of shrimp, and for some reason, I just left 5 of them left in the bag. What am I supposed to do with 5 shrimp? What am I supposed to do with that? Well, I'm adding it to this mayo mix that I did with some mustard and some green onions, lemons, some, well, my Cuban style mustard, of course. But Dijon was the plan I was originally going for. So whenever I'm dealing with a small amount of shrimp like this, ooh, and some lemon zest. Yeah. I love that I zested the lemon early, so that way I just have a bunch of lemon to throw in there as I go. Yeah, make a salad. Oh, you mean like a dinner salad with shrimp on there? Yeah, that would have been good too. I am going to be doing a salad here in a second. Some of these in larger chunks just to like make people know I actually put real shrimp in here. Is there fake shrimp? I'm sure there is. The vegan and plant-friendly stuff has gone crazy over the years. All right. scraper, scraper. It's my little salad right here. Oh, and then of course I also forgot some cayenne and paprika. And paprika, you know, is just there to make sure everyone sees the red specks I got, you know? You don't like paprika, or I actually feel bad for people with certain pepper allergies that can't have paprika because it's in everything. And there's not even a huge reason for it to be there. It's for the specks. Mine actually was super easy to peel. I guess it was because I did such a soft poach with mine that mine were so easy to peel. I poached mine with them in the shell. So I also deveined mine ahead of time. I wonder if that is something that would help. Ooh, that is a lot of sauce. It's okay. I think I'll get like a little strainer or like a slotted spoon whenever I put this into my sandwich, because this is going on a sandwich. Which I have been working on heating up my cast iron. Let's go ahead and raise the temp on that. Yeah. Now while we're doing that, which, okay, is it okay that I switch to a different task, or am I disorganized? Yeah, no, seriously, it's not fair to make fun of people that aren't here. Devein ahead, yeah. Is that up a little here to do that? But I am super excited about this honeydew salad I have coming up, because I was trying to figure out something to do with honeydew that wasn't just cube it up and eat it, or the other popular thing is to freeze it. Last time I had honeydew, I froze it and then blended it with tequila. I'm not doing that on the show. I'm not doing that. No, no, no. I wanted something savory and I wanted something fun, because when you think about it, watermelon salads are a big thing, but those are typically done with balsamic or feta or basil and stuff like that, but I decided to kind of go a different route with that. So I'll let this heat up. I will work on the salad because this is still going to be hot even when I leave it alone. So we'll come back. We'll come back. We're coming back to you. We're coming back to you. So I'm going to make my dressing first. Let me get a jar. Whenever I make vinaigrettes, I like doing it with a jar with a lid, just because I can be disorganized apparently. Now I get to shake it rather than having to whisk it, because vinaigrettes is an emulsion. You need to combine the oil with the vinegar that you have. But when you're using it with a jar to shake it, it's just easier for me to work with. But you can use a blender, you can use a whisk, you can use whatever, but the jar is my preferred method. Then sesame oil. My oil for this is going to be a sesame oil. This is an untoasted sesame oil. There's a lot of different varieties of sesame oils, and a recipe should specify which one that they're talking about. But if there's a recipe giving you like 6 tablespoons for a dressing, it's going to be untoasted, because this is going to be a much more mild flavor. Once it becomes darker, once it becomes toasted, that's when it becomes harsh, or not more harsh, it's just a strong flavor. And so whenever I'm cooking with toasted sesame oil, I think I have some right here. See, it's a much, much darker, much more strong taste. You can actually get that. So this is going to be about 6 tablespoons or so. What am I even doing? I'm going to basically be using this whole thing. Oh, do I have cups? Oh, it does give me. Oh boy, I have more oil for later. Alright, and then I'm gonna do a little rice vinegar. Man, maybe I am disorganized. Crap. No, I just didn't pull out an ingredient. We're fine. We're fine. But I'm also going to be doing some lime juice with that. It's got to go to the store. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Can't wait for you to see some of the other shows that we have. About a tablespoon there. Now, tomorrow, I will also be doing the Food Talk TV show for tomorrow, since I'm covering for Mr. Crown Royal, who's celebrating an anniversary. Really excited for him. I love my husband, so I love anniversaries. So if you see my face tomorrow but think, hey, she promised us different creators, what's her face doing? It's fine. We just cover for each other. Get some of that free zest flavor. I don't know, about a teaspoon or so. Now the recipe for this vinaigrette, also with the honeydew melon salad I'm doing, and then also my shrimp and crab roll, those are already up on FoodtokTV's website. So be sure you check those out. You can also search different ingredients, and you can even compare those to our YouTube videos, because we do upload all of our YouTubes of these lives. So I don't need that whole thing, but that's why we grate it upside down like that, so that way it carries over like that. Go. And then sometimes I microwave my lime just so I get more juice out of it, but I don't need an insane amount of juice. I just need like a tablespoon. Y'all, please be tapping the screens. Sure does help. Yeah. And then you can use grated ginger. I'm just going to use ground because it's less work right now. But dried ginger is going to be stronger than grated. So about like a quarter teaspoon to a teaspoon. A quarter teaspoon of dried is going to be about a teaspoon of fresh. So consider that whenever you're looking at recipes for stuff. Ooh, yes. I also have no idea what I'm doing because this is a homemade sriracha mustard I made. I actually made the sriracha and I made the mustard in order to make the sriracha mustard. And then this is a Wilbur's mustard sriracha. So I wrote this recipe to be for a sriracha mustard vinaigrette, but I don't know which one I'm going to use. So I'm going to try them real quick. So this is the store-bought Wilbur's mustard. Love Wilbur's mustard. One of my favorite brands. That's that one I gotta try. Ooh, you really get the sriracha in there. Yeah, that's sriracha mustard. Oh, eat a radish. There we go. It's my palate cleanser. But mine tastes more like mustard. More mustard, and then this one's more sriracha. I'll do a little bit of both, but if you don't have sriracha mustard, this works with just some sriracha, some mustard, or I even considered writing this recipe with gochujang instead, but I do have sriracha on hand, or sriracha mustard on hand, so that's why I chose that one. We're gonna do a little bit of both. And then just to sweeten it up a bit, now with mine, I actually made my own sriracha last year. I did this own ferment for myself, and there's garlic, and then I can taste the garlic and ginger in mine, and I used coconut aminos as my sweetener, so I can actually taste some of that, but I do think it does need a little bit of sweetener to it because, I mean, it is a salad. We're not trying to spice up our lives too much, you know? Throw in the rest of the sesame oil. There's no reason for me to have that. No reason for me to own it anymore. Let's just wash it, buy new sesame oil. We're done. We're done. I already used all my tasting spoons I had pulled out for me. No, that's way too dang oily. No. I did not rice vinegar it enough. See, this is why we taste and adjust. Adding a ton more. And I probably could have shaken it more. So some more rice vinegar. And I'm going to add a touch of toasted sesame oil. Just a little touch. Because as I said earlier, the toasted stuff, you can really taste the flavor of. More. Okay, there we go. A little bit more rice vinegar. I'm going to add a little bit more sweetener. Any sweetener you want. It's fine. Your call. And then I want some more of my actual mustard flavor, so we're going to go a little crazy on that. A little bit more sriracha and some more lime. I think that'll be good. Red Wagon, thank you so much for the heart puffs. Heart puffy puff. I appreciate you. Thank you. Sharing is caring, y'all. Thank you. Some more lime zest too. Maybe a little parsley just to, you know, make it little green specks. I like green specks. Alright, let's see if I fixed that, because I definitely over measured the oil and under measured the other things. So something about the sesame oil, it's too oily. Yeah, the oil is too oily. What I'm going to do to solve that is I'm going to grab some mustard powder. I buy mine in bulk. But yellow mustard powder actually really acts as a really great emulsifier. It does, because the shell, and this is a cheap mustard powder, so you still get some of the shell in there, so it's not going to be as fine. And so you're going to have a less smooth product, but the thing is, that's the thing in emulsifying. That's the emulsifying property of mustard. That's why mustards are encouraged in vinaigrettes, is because of the emulsifying power that the seeds have. The shells, at least. The seeds have some too. Okay, it's getting there. I definitely... You know what? Usually my problem is whenever I'm sitting here thinking that something doesn't taste right and I can't put my finger on it, it's the salt or the sugar. Sometimes both. Oh, what kind of spoon is this? This is just a regular spoon I stole from a steakhouse I used to work at, but it's like folded, but it's distorted in a way that just works out so well for me. My husband absolutely hates it, but it's my scooping spoon. It's my scoopy spoon. My husband's laughing because he's been wanting to throw it out for years, and if it ever disappears, I know it is him that did it. That's it. That's it right there. Hooray. Maybe a little more spice. I'll shake it up right before we go live. All right, let's go. So, I'm gonna turn my burner down there because I gotta do my salad. Y'all, thank you for tapping the screens and being here and supporting and stuff. I do have my honeydew melon. I already cut it up. I was on live on my own page earlier doing this. I don't know if I'm going to be using all of this for the salad. Yeah, I don't think I need all of it. In my recipe, I put wedged and then cubed and then sliced from there. But I also put in my recipe that chef snacks are encouraged here. I only had a little bit of rice vinegar. I really need to stop just leaving the smallest little bit amount in my things when I'm doing that. Yeah, no, seriously, y'all, if my husband and I are ever fighting on my live, it's probably because he tried to throw away my scoopy spoon. So I have those, and then I also, from earlier, if you remember from mandolin chopping, I have some shallot that I'm going to throw in. Also some... Ooh, you know what? I almost forgot the cilantro. Excuse me, I am disorganized. And I'm going to grab some cilantro and chop that up. I am so sorry, y'all, if you do not like cilantro, if you are one of the soapy buds people, but... And I do want to make a correction, because a lot of times I've said that the best way to store cilantro is in a glass of water, like kind of how I do here, in a glass of water, close to the sun, in your fridge with a produce bag over the top, or close to the sun. But y'all, this has been in my fridge for so long in this Ziploc bag, and it's been perfect. So I don't know what I was thinking earlier. But pretty much every single scientific kind of thing about the best way to treat cilantro says fridge, in a glass of water, in a bowl. But nope, in a plastic baggie. Just shove it in there. Because I've had that for weeks. So I do apologize if you don't like cilantro, but I love it. I'm obsessed. Put that over the top. Oh yeah. Is it just me, or is it really quiet? Like, my house just feels very quiet. Like, my husband's just sitting in the other room, but everything just feels so still. I appreciate the follow, y'all. If you like this kind of content, we do have different chefs on, or different home cooks, I'm sorry, on every single day of the week. We are a collaboration of creators, so please be sure you're giving us a follow. I am on Thursdays at 7 Central every single Thursday, but I'm also featuring tomorrow. No idea what I'm making, so any ideas what I should make tomorrow? I gotta include some sort of mustard. That's kind of my shtick, you know? I don't make the rules. They just made me mustard queen on this app. I just follow the laws. Yeah. Oh, what is wrong with me? Oh, you know what? I know what's wrong with me. I'm putting the jalapenos on top. That's what's wrong with me. Because I'm decorating this. Because this is a spicy jalapeno salad. I want it to be jalapeno face. Jalapeno face. I'm trying to be somewhat artsy with my plating. I am no Arx, but Arx is our Monday morning host, and her plating is otherworldly. It is incredible, the things she does with her plating. Like, the way she does cucumber lattices and stuff. It's amazing. I'm fancy. Oh yeah, this feels fancy. Of course I have extra dressing on the side, but... And y'all, one of my best salads that I've ever done on this page, and I don't think it got enough love, was my charred romaine salad. Because all I did was make a very simple vinaigrette with some mustard, but the way we charred the romaine and then added this very simple mustard vinaigrette, one of the best salads I've ever tasted. One of the best things I've ever had. I'm still so proud of that salad, and I'm still kind of sad that, you know, it just kind of looked like, oh, I grilled romaine, oh, yay, you know? We're gonna make sure we see the spicy, because this is a spicy salad. We want to make sure that our audience knows it's spicy. Thank you. No noise with additional noise. Yeah, it's eerie, it's weird. Like, kind of like the storm's about to come. Dun dun. Dun, 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 dun. Also, we'll be adding some torn cilantro leaves. Even though I added some of the diced on there, I just want some of the torn for garnish. And even though I do have some crunch on here already with the radishes, and I do have some crunch with the jalapeno, I'm still going to sprinkle some sunflower seeds on here, because I feel like a little bit of like salty goodness would be really good. A little bit of salty crunchy. And you know, any nuts or anything would have worked, but I've had these sunflower seeds for a while and I've just been wondering why I don't utilize them more in my food. Because I'm nuts, that's why. These are seeds. That joke didn't make sense. But yeah, ta-da. Gonna take this one right off the top. There we go. Yes, that's it. That was it. That was it. That's exactly what it needed. Because it does need that little hint of spice. But I know as I'm eating it, I'm also going to be taking bites of the jalapeno and the radish and all that. So this will go together. So we'll move this over to the plating arena. All right, all right. So this has been toasting up for a while because we also have our buns, hon, for our shrimp and crab roll. So I was gonna put some butter on here, but this has been heating up so much I would hate for it to burn. So we're not gonna let it burn. I may add butter to it as I toast it. Y'all, I appreciate you tapping the screens. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome in. Thank you, Maria. You're so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate you being here today. I do want toasted, so I'm gonna, there we go. I'm wanting to be gentle because I don't want to like break it, but I want it to toast. Yeah, I'm basically breaking it. I did buy it. I don't have any sort of press or anything. I guess I could, I don't really have a good, oh, I have a plate. This plate would work. There we go. We'll just let that. I'll just remember to check up on it. 4, maybe? And since I've already, it's not super hot. It's not hot, hot, hot. I'm just gonna add the butter to the pan and let that go. Because I do like a good buttery roll. I was considering doing some sort of beurre blanc sauce, or I'm sorry, beurre monte sauce. So that way it would be like a Connecticut style where it's a warm shrimp and crab roll with the butter. But instead I decided to go, you know, Maine style. That's going to be that cold salad. Yeah. There you go. Let you get on to get in my belly. Stay. No funny business. Thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate you. And then last but not least, while I'm working on those toasting, I still have my little bit of slaw here. And I made this mustard barbecue sauce, and I'm gonna actually add some more because this is still very good. Believe it or not, it's very mustardy. I mean, does it look mustardy? It is. Obviously. But you know, I thought about making a joke of, oh, there we go. A little bit more liquidy, a little bit more acidic-y. Here. I thought about a really funny prank where I would make mayo, but then just add a ton of turmeric in there and just tell everyone it's my new favorite mustard and see like how they feel about the flavor of it. I would have to like get some people down for a blind taste test that didn't know my plan. But this is an mustard barbecue sauce I made. It's 2 parts mustard, typically yellow mustard, 1 part acid, 1 part sugar. That's my base before I season it and stuff. But then I added some more acid to it so that way it would be, you know, a slaw. Nothing to it. Just mustard barbecue slaw. I feel like it could use just a little more. And I had this like little bit at the bottom, so I may as well just get it all. No sauce left behind. have it. There's so much more flavor to this, even though it does look very much so just like mustard, which there is a strong mustard flavor to it. Absolutely there is. I'm not going to lie about that. But I did already salt and pepper it, but I would be remiss if I didn't do it in every single layer of my life. See how my rolls are doing. Okay, I think I'm gonna rotate these just so they get, just for one more minute. I've got 20 seconds left on the clock. My bun timer is working. But I'm gonna give my husband a little sample so he can tell me whether or not he thinks it's all right or if it's too chaotic. I mean, always. He married me. He knows what he's doing. But of course, if something like this would be a bit too strong, there's always the option to add mayo. Which actually, I have mayo. I might actually do that. Yeah, you tell me, should I add mayo? Tell me, am I adding mayo?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. No.
Okay, cool. I thought I was being too mustard queenie over here, being like, no, it's fine, basically being a mustard barbecue sauce slaw. And so I did ask my husband to see if we needed to add some mayo to it, and he said absolutely not. And this is an herby mustard barbecue. I also added parsley, oregano, thyme, and green onions on here. Or, I'm sorry, chives. I did chives on here. So there is my mustard barbecue slaw. I don't have a recipe for that up yet. I might just post a recipe for my mustard barbecue sauce. Because I feel like that would make more sense to have that recipe posted. Ooh, these are hot, hot, hot. Feels very wrong to put very cold salad there. I'm not gonna do that. But I will add some chives to this. Because there are already chives in here, but I kind of want the audience to know that this is going to be herby. That there is some green stuff in here. I didn't just take some cabbage, toss it in mustard, and call it slaw. I didn't do that. No, I actually made a mustard barbecue sauce with a lot of herbs. I think of my herbs, I just didn't add cilantro to this one. A little bit of a torn parsley. I love anything that looks like it's super mustardy. Love it, love it, love it. And so I have not been chilling my little salad I made in here. I haven't been chilling that, so I'm okay with just putting it on this warm bun. Oh, that's a hot bun. That is hot. How do I want to go about this? Oh, verify. Yes, I am a real person. Thank you so much for asking. You know, let's go ahead and do that. So I'll go ahead and dress these up because I do have, this is just some of the cabbage that I cut up earlier. Of course, I would have preferred a butter lettuce or something like that, but all we really need is crunch, right? And you know, this will also really help because this is hot and I'm adding a not hot topping onto it. I think that will really help. Me tearing it like I didn't have a knife right there. There we go. And I did make a lot of dressing for mine, so I'm going to be kind of scooping that out. I am definitely one where I would prefer too much dressing than not enough. And plus, I didn't use any sort of measuring things today. I just kind of eyeballed it. Plus, I am very much so a little bit of food with my condiments kind of gal. So very saucy. This is my shrimp and crab mixture on here. There's some Kewpie, some mustard, some rice wine vinegar in here. Tons of seasonings. I have my list down here. I just put a bunch of stuff. And one thing I'm trying to work on is kind of making my menu a little bit more simplistic. I used to bartend at a restaurant that was owned by Jonathan Waxman. He's a chef on, well, I never really see him chef on Food Network. I more so see him judge competitions. But pretty much his main ordeal, his main thing that he tells people is that he uses too many ingredients. And that was something they taught us in the restaurant, was that, you know, simplicity was key. Like, if you are paying attention to your most important ingredients, that's it. And that's his style of cooking. And so that's just kind of something I've been considering, because I'm the type of person where I'm like, no, I need all the flavors. I need a little bit of everything in here. Like, I need it all. But that is kind of something I'm trying to take a step back in. Did not happen today. Did not happen today. No, no, no. But I am considering it. I thought about it. It was a nice thought, I guess. Ah, yeah, no, these are going to be messy, messy boys, but I'm totally okay with that. And I still have some green onion. Because I did put the whites of the onion in with this, but I figured I would garnish the top with the green. And yes, I do have my own green onion scissors that I keep on hand just for my green onions. Yeah, I'm excited about these. So you know what? Even with the warm toasty buns and that are going to be super buttery, this is almost kind of like a mix between the Maine and the Connecticut style. I'm out? What do you mean I'm out? I'm out of what? Hello? Okay, okay. No, it is okay, because sometimes things happen, but then there are sometimes things happen on other people's screens. Now, if I am blocked out on your screen, sometimes swiping to the next live and coming back, that helps. But no, I get what you're saying, but of course, I don't have your screens. I only have my screen, so I do appreciate you looking out. Oh yeah, there we go. And I'm gonna just finish up with a little bit of, you know, paprika for that little red dust, so that way it has the visually. Is that what you're talking about? Okay, I was trying to do a little bit more focus on my food, but if I did that. Do a little bit of paprika, you know, for the little, I'm seasoned, but I don't do a whole lot. Okay, cool. Cool. And so, these are my rolls. I think I'm gonna take the Maine style out of there, because I did toast the buns, and it's like, it's kind of buttery, but then it's also, it's warm yet cold. It's interesting. Okay, but I'm gonna take y'all over here and show y'all the things I made tonight before we go to bed, okay? Or I'm gonna eat dinner and then go to bed, but. Oh, Ryan, how do we turn on the fan? Where's the fan light? Oh, here we go. Sorry, I would flip it. I have a ceiling fan light that needs to be turned on. There we go. There we go. There it is. And then here we have the honeydew, the spicy honeydew melon salad. I made this with a vinaigrette that is a sriracha mustard vinaigrette. You can make your own, or you can just mix sriracha and mustard in there. There's also some radishes, jalapenos, cilantro over the top of that. There's lime juice, there's sesame oil, all sorts of stuff in the dressing. This recipe is already up on FoodtokTV. And then right there is my mustardy slaw. I made a mustard barbecue sauce and then made it very herby, added some lemon to it just to make it bright and fresh. So even though it looks like I just tossed cabbage with some mustard, there's stuff in here. So I think I'm going to post the recipe for the mustard barbecue sauce on there tonight. I think that's the way I'm going to go about it, and not do the recipe for the slaw. Let me know what y'all think. And then what's that? Oh, my French's mustard skittle thing, because it's almost National Mustard Day, which is the first Saturday in August. I'm excited. I had that out for that reason. And then here is my little Maine style rolls here. I used some pretzel buns here. They were still a little warm and toasty from the butteriness of it, but there's Kewpie, there's mustard, There's celery, very finely diced. The whites of the green onion in there. There's shrimp, there's crab. Ooh, I know I'm forgetting something in here, but I know there's definitely mustard in here. Definitely mustard in there. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all I had to do today. I think that was it. And I also have some more chef snacks right here because I didn't use all my radishes. Alrighty. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go decorate this some more before I show you all the final bit of it. I think so. I think I could use the color. Always. Plus I gotta photograph these because right now I do have dummy photos on the website with the recipes. So I gotta fix them with the real guys. I just love plating. Oh, I'm glad you found me too. Thanks. If you want to give me a follow, my page is ketchupisgarbage. I'm also known as the mustard queen on this page. So yeah, I make a lot of mustard related content, so that's why all my food has mustard in it. Go figure, right? And thank you for the tapping. I appreciate y'all. Okay, I am gonna clean my kitchen and eat some dinner. Thank y'all so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow night. I think I'm gonna be on at 7:30 p.m. Central, because I think we're gonna do a grilling episode tomorrow. So yeah, I'll see y'all then. Oh, the honeydew recipe, that one's already up on FoodtokTV.com. I already have that one up, don't you worry. It's just a dummy photo. I gotta put a better photo up. Thank you. Y'all have a good night. Hold on. Ending. Happy mustarding.